That's a hip hop record. What other rap record has this many dope MCs on it?
Oh my God,
We are live.
Wake up show.
And it's time.
I'm cooling with my niggas on the wake up show. We kick a little something on the radio. I'm cooling with my niggas on the wake up show. We kick
It's
a little
time. It's
something on
Friday.
the radio.
Here we go.
Bust it. Tune it up, it's the corrupt novelist, Nas involved in this life. This radio wave slaves thrive inside of this wake up show flow. Pops alarm clock, the bomb spot, mellow with ganja that makes my eyes turn yellow. She reclined on my leather sofa. However, close to 9 p.m. Joe Quincy, King Tech, I could just see him on the 1 and 2, son. My blunt at full pour, the rum 92.3. Number one and the slum representation. James sways the whole Z police the most. What a collaboration. See, I'm comatose, no pork, just knowledge, and I'm born once more. It's the beat that blesses the street deep in the 9-4. Hip hop's last prophet henceforth in existence. The 92.3 megahertz will exert radio waves to slaves for a phenomenal distance. Electrons to fear to slice the cheeks so you can hear some slum literature. Consider it will numb your eardrum, kid. You're sleeping like a latter day saint, but swaying King Tech will wake you up on Saturday. 9 to 12 verbal junkies overdosing. Joe Quicks and get your fix to the mix and then I'm going. In your sleep, I slap you with the lethal doses of medicine. So wake up with organizing the brethren. King Tech, Joe Quicks better than your last fix. Severing wax with sway, the host dose, a fat mix. Baby doors frontin' so Saturday nights open. Hopping on the one.
Party started. Good morning, happy Friday, my people. It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to have opportunity. It's a good day to get out and have some fun and make some money while you're doing it. This is The Road to $1 Million. I'm Daron Campbell. I'm your real estate and sales mentor. I'm glad you guys are here. As always, you guys are consistent. You guys are, I love it. We call it church. We call it real estate church. Let's call it, call it whatever you want to call it. I hope you get something out of it that inspires you, moves you, motivates you, and get you out there making things happen. Because life's about making things happen, right? And you got to go out and create. You got to go out and push. You got to go out and disrupt. Our job, somebody once told me, our job is to interrupt people. Not everybody's going to be looking for your phone call. Not everybody's going to be expecting you to knock on their door. Not everybody's going to be expecting you to enter their office and make a sales call. But guess what? If you can enter their office or knock on their door or ring their phone with something of value, that approach quickly becomes a welcome rather than a resist. Do you understand? The idea is to break resistance so that you have a welcome opportunity to convey your message. Right, Lydia? That's what we're talking about. So let's get better. Let's get better at what we deliver to people so that our approach, so that our interruption is welcome. You see, listen, the fact of the matter is if somebody comes at you with value, if someone is bringing you something that you appreciate having, then you don't object to the interruption. Now, do you? When someone is offering you a good deal, when someone is offering you a special opportunity, when someone is offering you a chance to get better, grow, get wealthier, get healthier, get wiser, any of those things, they welcome that 99% of the time and don't reject that. And I think a lot of us fear doing the things that we know we need to do in the way of marketing, in the way of cold calling, in the way of prospecting, because, and I'll tell you why, it's because you might not be delivering quite as much value as you should be delivering. Right, Karen? Think about it. Think about this. And you know this, Karen. Good morning, by the way. If somebody is delivering you, okay, I tell you, let's look at an example. Let's look at people ringing your doorbell. Okay, so somebody rings your doorbell on a Saturday morning, and you're just trying to lounge around. You're trying to drink your second cup of coffee. You're trying to read the paper or do nothing, you know, um, and you're just chilling, right? You're in your casual clothes, your PJs or something, and somebody rings your doorbell. First thought in your mind, damn it, who's bugging me? Hey, Johnny, who's bugging me on a Saturday morning? Who's ringing my doorbell? Who's interrupting me? Interrupting me, right? Okay, you go to the door, and if it's somebody that you don't want to see, somebody who visits and stays too long, somebody who's trying to, I don't know, maybe you don't like it when people come and preach to you on your doorstep. Maybe you don't like it if there's a lot of scenarios. Hey, Peaches and Chris, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody ringing your doorbell, trying to, talk to you about religion or something, but it's Saturday morning. You're not in the mood. You want to just relax and chill in your pajamas. You might not even want the world to see what kind of pajamas you wear. Okay? So that's an interruption, and it pisses you off. You're like, dang it, you dread the doorbell. But let's flip it around. What if when the doorbell rang and you opened the door, it was Federal Express or the UPS guy with a big box, and they handed it to you and they said, here you go, sign right here. You go, ooh, a box. And you sign right there, and inside the box, Latanya, welcome, is a beautiful gift. Oh my God, some friend who was thinking about you sent you your favorite thing. I don't know what your favorite thing is. Imagine whatever it is. What's your favorite thing? Somebody sent you one in a box, and you took that gift. You signed for it with UPS, and you opened the box. And you enjoyed it. Think of that feeling. Remember that feeling? Think of the feeling when you open a package and it's a gift from somebody. Wow, right? Well, guess what that was? Now that was a welcome. You're happy that UPS guy interrupted you. You're glad that doorbell rang, right? As opposed to the opposite situation where somebody rang the doorbell and it was somebody you didn't want to see. It was those, it was somebody preaching to you, or it was that guest who you're like, man, they're coming over again. They don't ever know when to leave, blah, blah, blah. Or it was something you were dreading, right? Okay, Marlon, you get new Nikes in the box. I like that. But you remember that, the feeling of dreading, they're interrupting me, versus, hey, it's a gift. Well, now I want you to think of yourself as the delivery person. You're the person ringing the doorbell. Are you going to be the person who rings the doorbell, knocks on the door, or makes the phone call and asks for something? Are you the person who's coming to interrupt and ask for something of your prospect? Or are you going to be the UPS guy? Are you going to be somebody who rings the doorbell and delivers something of value, something that they might just happen to want? What about that? What if you flip the scenario? What if you became the FedEx person or the UPS person delivering a great package? And I don't mean necessarily a physical package, but what if you were bringing something valuable to that prospect? That's how you turn the relationship around and become a welcome interruption. I think too many of us in sales are in the business of interrupting, but we ask for stuff. We don't deliver value. We don't offer anything. We're not giving the prospect anything. We're asking for something. Hey, would you let me list your home for sale? Well, the first thing that comes to those people's mind is, well, who the hell are you? And why should I list my $800,000 house with you? I don't know you. So it's impossible for me to respect you. And you're interrupting me in the middle of my poker game. So why are you calling me? Why are you knocking on my door? I'm in my pajamas. I'm watching College Game Day. It's Saturday morning. Why are you bugging me? You see, if you don't approach that person properly, then you won't get the warm welcome reception. So I want you to rethink your approach. That's the whole idea here. I went through all of that long gyration of UPS and FedEx drivers because I want you to think about your approach. What is it you're bringing to the prospect? What value are you delivering before you ask them to pay you $50,000 to sell their house? You see, this is no small thing. You're not asking them if you could sell a bottle of wine for them for $22. You're asking them to entrust you with their $800,000 asset and in return pay you $50,000 to sell that asset. But before that, they don't know you. They don't respect you. They never heard of you. And so why on earth would anybody just go, yeah, okay, here you go? You see, if you're thinking about instant gratification, you're probably in the wrong business. If you're thinking about, hey, overnight millions, you're probably in the wrong business, because this business is about relationships. We're in the people business, ladies and gentlemen. We are not in the selling real estate business nearly as much as you think. We are in the relationship business, and when people have relationships, then they get trust, and when they get trust, then they get confidence, and when they get confidence, that's when they'll give you what you want. See, people only make buying decisions based on their level of confidence. People only, when I say buying decisions, that means selling decisions as well, but they only do it in a confident way, and they only sign up with you when they feel a certain level of confidence. And the way to get to people more quickly, the way to get people to do what you'd like them to do more readily, is to earn and capture their confidence. Not to ring the doorbell and say, hey, I'm great, list with me. The idea is to say, hey, I'm the specialist in this neighborhood. I wanted to get to know you because I want to keep you informed about what is going on in this marketplace, because I am the expert in this marketplace. And I wanted to make sure you know that if you need to know anything about this marketplace, I'm here to help you do it. Oh, and by the way, here's my latest market study that tells you what's for sale, what's sold, what's expired, and the average prices and prices per foot in the neighborhood. Here you go. This is complimentary, and it's my gift to you. Boom. You just handed them some value. You just handed them something that builds trust. You just handed them something that also builds credibility. You just handed them something that also can foster a conversation. And a conversation leads to what? A relationship. Ding, 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 ding. If you farm a territory of 1,000 homes, the ultimate goal is to have 1,000 relationships in that area. Do you understand? Your farming is not complete because you sold 5 houses. Your farming is not even complete because you got 30% of the market share. Your farming is complete, and you can move on to an additional farm when you know all 1,000 families in that market, and they know you, and they know who you are, and they know what you do, and they know your level of expertise. That's when you've successfully farmed. That's when you successfully marketed. That's when you can begin to do what I like to say, monopolize your marketplace. But until then, your job is to deliver value. Your job is to deliver value that then leads to relationships. And then when you properly nurture those relationships, the ultimate thing happens. The ultimate thing happens. You know what that thing is? Your phone rings when they decide to do something in real estate. That's the game, you guys. I'm sorry if it's in reverse, but it's probably reverse of what you thought. It's not go in and approach and say, hey, I can sell your home. It's the reverse. What you really want to happen is, after nurturing a relationship, your phone rings and someone says, hey, can you come sell my home? Got it? Do you get it? That's the holy grail, ladies and gentlemen. You need to market yourself and deliver value in such a way that establishes your name, your brand, and gives you a relationship opportunity with as many people in your territory, in your farm, in your market, in your group, in your club, in your country club, in your whatever you've decided is your niche. As many of those people as possible need to know who you are and have a relationship with you. And that's what makes the phone ring. You're not trying to push the sale, you're trying to pull the sale. You want people to call you and say, Daron, I know we've been chatting for 3 years now, and you've been so consistent, giving us all the information. We've been making this decision. We're like mulling it over for more than a year now, and we figured now it's time. So what we need you to do is come on over. Let's put this house on the market, and then you can help us find the other one, down the bigger one down on the other side of town. That's what you want to happen. That's the goal. That's what nurturing a relationship will do for you. And so those of us that just like wake up and think we're going to sell something and, make a bunch of money because we just woke up and we made 15 phone calls. Well, you know what? There's a certain amount of luck involved with that. And if you happen to be lucky today, then maybe that'll happen for you. And look, I wish you all the luck in the world. Good freaking luck. However, if you want to raise the probabilities, and if you want to increase your chances to get lucky, then what you'll do is you'll start to create relationships and start to nurture those relationships. And that's where the long-term success comes in. Is the harder and the smarter you work, the luckier you will get, because you have laid the groundwork for yourself over a period of time. Now, look, I know you need to get paid right now. And there are some ways to get paid sooner rather than later. I got no problem with that. I need to get paid right now too. I like the fast payday. There are some techniques and tactics to capture buyers and get you to a faster paycheck. We'll go over that in the upcoming series. However, I'm trying to tell you about the long-term proposition. If you're in this business for life, if you're in this business because you want to retire wealthy, then you got to start out with the concept of building and nurturing relationships, so that then they call you and say, hey, Teresa, it's time. Come on over. Let's sell this thing. That's what you want to happen. 10 people call you a month and say, you know what? You've been educating me. Thanks for everything you've shown me. Thanks for everything you've taught me. Let's get this thing going. Let's sell it right now. And that's what will lead to your long-term prosperity. Now, again, the interruption, the door-to-door thing, that's a great way to like enhance your FaceTime with these people, and that's a fast relationship building thing. It doesn't have to really be that slow and methodical either. What you should also be doing is marketing to everyone in a fashion where 1,000 people at a time can hear your message. You can't ring 1,000 on a Saturday morning, but you can blast an email marketing message to 1,000 people. You can advertise on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube or Google to 1,000 people with one click, and that'll give you the opportunity to establish your brand. And what your brand does is gives people awareness that you exist. And when they are aware that you exist and you drip on them consistently, then they will start to reach out to you and give you the opportunity to establish what? A relationship. And when you start to establish that relationship, you got these people over here where you just farm them, you drip on them, you market to them, but you don't necessarily know them. And then when they opt out and call you over here and say, hey, tell me more, now you get the chance to establish a relationship with them. So if I touch 1,000 people today with my marketing plan, and 4 of those people in the next week reach out to me because of that marketing and say, hey, I saw what you sent me in the marketing plan. I saw the market stats in our neighborhood. I saw that things are selling quickly, or market is slowed down, or prices are down 5%. Tell me more about it, because we think we might need to sell in the next 6 months. Boom, they just opted in and give me the opportunity to go and get a relationship done with them. And then it's my job to nurture them until they're actually ready to sell. See, you're not in the business of making calls or knocking doors and getting lucky. Get out of the get lucky game and get in the highly probable game. If I touch 1,000 people with my marketing message and I touch them 5 times a month, and I give 1,000 people 5 opportunities a month to hear my message and know my brand, and see my face and know who Daron Campbell is and know what I do. And each time I deliver them something of value, and they get in their mind, man, that guy, he knows this market. That guy knows his stuff. That guy's always delivering me something valuable. Guess what they don't care about? Let me tell you what they don't care about. If I deliver value, they don't care about how long I've been in the business. They don't care about what company I work for. They really don't. I'm telling you, trust me. They don't care about how many closings I had in the last 12 months. They don't care. They don't care any of that stuff. They don't care that I'm number 1 or number 4. All they know is I deliver them so much value that they believe and trust what it is I say. And I've established that over time because I market to them, I market to them, I market to them, I market to them. Not just fluff, not just, hey, Daron Campbell, realtor. No, that's not how it works. I need to be Daron Campbell, realtor, deliverer of value, educating people, teaching them what they want to know, addressing what their fears, their concerns are, what troubles them, what keeps them awake at night. Address those things in your marketing, and you become the trusted advisor. You understand? See, I want you guys, it's a great day to talk about this because the weekend is coming. And so I've talked to you many times about knowing what your value proposition is and creating your unique selling proposition, which is what is it that makes me me, and why is it that you should be working with me when you sell your real estate or when you buy your real estate. Now, the weekend is a good time for you to sit down and think about you and how you're going to deliver value to people and what value you do deliver, what value you need to learn to deliver, and how you can start delivering it, okay? Because just being part of a company, trust me, just being part of a good company is not enough to make you a wealthy person. You see, in every company, there's the $1 Million Club and there's the people that are making $1, all under the same roof. So then would it be the company that makes the difference or not? If it were, then everybody would be making 200 grand, right? And that would work, and everybody would be happy, and the playing field would be level, and we'd all be the same, right? But no, go to any real estate company or any sales organization you know, and there's the top producers making big money, and there's the non-producers making no money. So you tell me, is it the company or is it the person? Think about it, right? So now how do you, whatever company you're with, how do you distinguish yourself and become one of the mega producers versus one of the non-producers? And I'm telling you, here's the secret. Ready? Magic secret, magic formula. Deliver value every day. Every time you touch people, every time they hear your name, every time they hear your voice, every time they see your marketing message, every time you knock on their door, every time they get a piece of mail from you, every time, deliver value. You deliver value, then they value who you are and what you do, and then they reach out to you when the appropriate time comes for them to do what they need to do. Because look, on any street in America, there's 1 or 2 people on that street ready to make a move or thinking about making a move. Every street, it's pretty much the average. Two homes are ready to they're ready to go in the next 90 days, 90 to 120 days, and thinking about it. Now, if you deliver no value, then you're just in the business of getting lucky and hoping to find those too. But if you deliver value and you have chosen your niche and you drip that value on those people at all times, if everybody on that block for the last 2 years has been getting your marketing message and your value proposition and the things that you deliver of value to them, then when those 2 people, and you don't know which 2 they are, when those 2 people decide to sell, they'll remember you. They'll reach out to you. You're no longer in the business of getting lucky. You're in the business of being consistent. And now they've chosen you. And then the best thing in the world happens. And what is it? The phone rings and they say, hey, Daron, it's time to sell. Come on over and help us put this thing on the market. Boom! fireworks, Marlon. That's the best day of your career when that happens. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get out of the business of being lucky and let's get in the business of delivering value and being good. You want to know more about it? You want to know how to become an expert in it? That's what I'm here to teach you. That's what I'm here. That's my plan. My plan is to help you grow. My plan is to help you become an expert deliverer of value. Many times there are things in your marketing that you can do to enhance the value that you deliver. I want you to become an expert at that, because then instead of fishing with a rod and reel, the fish start jumping into your boat. I like that. How about that? What if the fish were just jumping in your boat? You didn't have to go work hard to fish. You convinced the fish that it was in their best interest to jump into your boat. That's some good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So this weekend, work on the value that you can deliver, get better at it, think about it. How can you do it? And I'm here to help. Let's all get better together. Let's deliver more and more and more and more value so that then people cannot resist what we offer. Man, that's when the game is fun. That's when business is fun. That's when you're making more money than you know what to do with. That's where we all want to be. That's why we're on the road to $1 million. This is the road to $1 million. I'm Daron Campbell. I'm your real estate and sales mentor, and I'll see all of you at the top.
One time scoping 92.3 degrees, choking on chocolate. FM dial smoking Prince Poe blows up from LA to Hoboken. I'm out. Yo, it's the wake up show. My genetic makeup take up 130 pounds of beat. My lyrics shake up like January 17th. Crossovers extinct. Them seeds is fossils. Protect your neck and wear a bulletproof vest on your tonsils. Amateurs bandage your cornea, cause you don't wanna see California. See arsenic spitting arsenic with straight tech and no quicks on the mix. Spinal meningitis ain't as stiff as the rip of brass cast out slash like crackers with whips. Come equipped, you're losing your paraphernalia. I'm a hip-hop apostle, singing the gospel like Mahalia Jackson. Each Saturday, 9 until the break of dawn. Put cocaine on my tongue, you got crack. Now rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on. I'm fooling with my niggas on the wake-up show. We kick a little something for the radio. I'm fooling with my niggas on the wake-up show. We kick a little something for the radio. Saturday night, get live, set it off right swing with my peeps king. Take your pass the mic and turn the up tier. You hear the speaker blow, red sky. It's 9 o'clock. Time for the